guys, Frakes34. I can't thank you enough for joining me for another review. Some of you may have heard of this. I haven't. I think it crossed my mind a couple years ago to kind of get a sniff of it, and I didn't. I just kind of passed it up. You know, with all the great creations Sospiro's has had, Cento and Duetto, and I mean just so many great ones. Herba, you know, Herba Gold now, Pure Herba. So there's just so many releases that some of us have really bypassed this one, and this one is a great fragrance. It's Andante by Sospiro. Again, this is a branch off of Sergio Momo. Great job in his brand. Just such great offerings, so rich, and just a really great creations coming from this brand. And Sospiro definitely is a great line, and there's a lot of discontinued fragrances out there now from this brand as well, this being one of them. Now I found this one on it's called Perfume Canada, I believe. Original price I think is close to $300. This one, US dollars, about 150 with delivery and everything. So it's in my thought, this is a great buy at that discounted price, and you guys can still find it out there. It's getting a little bit more scarce. You know, Lucky Scent had it, they don't anymore, so it is, you know, has been discontinued. So, but guys, 2013 release, hard to believe, 7 years, you know, already out, that has been out. Chris Maurice is the perfumer behind this one, and then we'll get into the notes. You have galbanum and orange at the top, you have black pepper, clary sage, and geranium in the middle, and then for the base you have patchouli, cedar, vetiver, and oud. So guys, just looking at those notes, you know, it is a masculine scent. It just comes off beautiful. The first spray, it's just, you get those peppery, I love a peppery. It's very aromatic, it's spicy, but it's not too much either. And that galbanum is a very, it's just a excellent, you know, excellent mixture in that top. The orange kind of comes out as well. Not much orange, but you do get it in there, and that kind of, you know, kind of levels everything out too, kind of giving that little bit of that citrusy, floral kind of thing. Citrusy and a little bit sweeter, which is really nice. But it has this very aromatic spiciness to it. You do have the clary sage, of course, is that really bright spice as well. It's very green, and that's the geranium is also giving it that peppery and green feel to it. So it's very green. It always has, and then cedar, of course, too. I was talking about that before. You know, that's a wood where it's just kind of, it's a little bit brighter. It's more, it's a little bit sharper. And guys, this one is just an excellent fragrance. The dry down still kind of stays in that linear, it is pretty linear. I mean, it's a great fragrance to stay linear though too, because I love the kind of that freshy spiciness of it. It's all those, you know, like the clary sage and that, you know, it's green and very fresh. You know, I don't want to say fresh, but it is kind of, it's more of like a, you know, like a sharp freshness to it, which is very, it's excellent. This one is going to be great for the summertime. It might be a little, no, I'm not even going to say that. It won't be too heavy for summer, I don't think. Summer here is weird because it's 95 and humid, so anything you probably wear is a little bit heavy, but this one, guys, it comes off really nice. The dry down is excellent as well. You get a little bit more of the oud in there. You still get some of that orange that flows through it, and it's just it's an excellent, well-rounded just fragrance. Like I said, it leans a little bit more on the masculine side. A woman could probably pull it off, but I think a gentleman would be better with this one. This one is more like, I don't want to say classier because I'm not trying to knock. Terre de Hermes is one of the best fragrances out there for designer. I mean, it's an excellent fragrance, and I love the Eau Fraiche version of that. I have a nice big bottle of that. But this is kind of like the classier, bigger brother of Terre de Hermes. Terre de Hermes, I think, comes off a little bit sweeter maybe. But guys, this one is just amazing. It's got the bright, a little bit earthy vetiver, but it's more on the fresher side of the vetiver side of it. The fresh patchouli as well. So it's just very green, spicy, aromatic. It is really nice. It can be a signature scent for a gentleman. This one really could, you know, can be worn for work, you know, to just a normal day. It's not too dressed up. It's not too playful either. It's just kind of right in between of that classy gentleman that's kind of walking around. It smells really good. And like I said, if you guys like Terre de Hermes, this is a little bit, it might be a little bit classier, I say. And I don't want to say that either because I'm not trying to knock Terre de Hermes either. Great, all around awesome fragrance. But this one, it just has that little bit of like a step up, I think, you know. But guys, this one, Andante for Sospiro. Let's get on with the presentation. Of course, presentation is beautiful on these guys, the boxes. You got that really nice base where you can put it in, you know, it's very secure in the box and all that. They're not as fancy as the Xerjoff line, of course, but it does give you some nice, you know, it's a nice box and it's very, very well made, of course, but there's that. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. And then the bottles are awesome. They've changed them up now. I think they're a different shape. So this was kind of like the first creation of it. And I love the velvety on there. The caps are just very, very heavy. You have that there. Spray is excellent too. So check out the spray. Very nice spray. And it literally will shoot, you know, right where you want it to. It's just an excellent, you have the Sospiro there as well. But guys, that is just, it's just so bright. Let's get on with performance. This sucker, it really performs well. I sprayed it on my hand just like it did right there. I went to bed, I woke up, it was there. I took a shower, got ready for work. And on my way to work, as I put my hand up to the steering wheel, I smelled it on my hand. So it really does. And again, I love the performance of it because it doesn't fill up a room, but that nice projection, you know, you can really tell projection. If you spray it on your hand and kind of just let it hang there, if you can smell it, that's about a good arm length projection. That's kind of exactly where you want it to be. You know, you want to walk past someone and want someone to smell you, but you don't want to be across the room and them being like, oh my gosh, smell that guy over there. He's just, you know, it's way overpowering. And guys, this one can be, I mean, this one does, it's sharp to the nose. There's a lot of projection to it, so go easy on the trigger. I usually do just 3 sprays, just one here, one there, and one to the chest or to the upper neck right here. And guys, it is awesome. After 8 to 10 hours, I'm still getting people say that I smell good. So, but again, it does get a little bit closer as well. So I really love the performance. Not too overwhelming, but enough where you can constantly, you know, pretty much smell it throughout the day. And as the day goes on, it kind of gets a little bit of that closer to that Terre de Hermes, but just like I said, it's a little bit smoother, a little bit, you know, a little bit on the classier side. But guys, if you do like the Terre de Hermes, I think you are gonna love this one. If you can still get your hands on it, you know, for $150 after the discounts and stuff, I think it's a great buy for that, because you're almost kind of getting up into that upper designer price of like the Bleu de Chanel's, and you know, you get a 3.4 bottle of those, sometimes you're talking $90 to $100 as well. So this sucker, you are getting that nice upper class kind of you know, niche fragrance for a great price. So guys, Sospiro, Andante. Please let me know if you got your nose on it. Again, I'm not gonna say it's nothing totally, you know, crazy off the wall, new and exciting and all that, but it's just really classy. And like I said, it's kind of a little bit better version of Terre de Hermes, and I'm so glad I have a bottle of that, because I don't have the original Terre de Hermes in my collection anymore. I sold that when I was trying to afford some of the niche fragrances I've gotten. And I do have Eau Fraiche, which I love, but this one is just really hits the spot. Like I said, so classy. It's got that just fresh spiciness to it, a little bit of woodiness to it. You got some really fresh oud in there as well towards that dry down. It's a nice fresh spicy woody dry down. So, but guys, let me know your thoughts. RiseFrags34, can't thank you enough. I love you guys, and just you know, keep this fragrance community strong and great. All right, talk to you guys soon.